Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of the Hardcore Ironman Level 3 Skiller. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to click off this video because you will hear spoilers. So if you want to go watch the previous episode, definitely go do that now. Because in the last episode, we got spooned a Rocky pet. So definitely go check that out. Slight volume warning on that because it is quite a freak out for I think it was like a level 53 pet. Pretty insane, so definitely go check that out. And if you did see the last episode, then you'll know that towards the end of it, we were running laps at the Relica course here because I had to go out of town and I would be playing on my laptop. So this was just something easy that I would be able to do. I'm currently home for a couple days and figured I'd give you guys kind of an update because I haven't really been recording much on my laptop. We're up to almost 400 Marks of Grace, which is pretty nice. These are just going to turn into more graceful sets or even possibly amylase crystals for Herblore way down the road. And we're up to 85 agility. We just kind of been running laps mindlessly. We're up to, how many laps are we up to here? 1760. So not too bad. We're kind of slowly working towards 90. I think the goal for this video is going to be to get 90 agility. It's going to be kind of just an agility video. Not super exciting, but it's definitely super useful for the account and the long-term goals of the account. Getting agility done, or at least getting agility pretty high up, is definitely useful at the beginner stages of an account like this. So that's what we're going to be working on, mainly because I am going to be gone for a couple more days, and agility is just super easy on mobile and on laptop, and I'd rather not do activities that would risk my status or do activities that require like too much attention. With all that being said, I would just like to thank everyone for watching the previous episode if you did. I'm super excited to be back. I know there's been some inconsistencies and a lot of breaks and kind of a lot of random videos, but this is the series that I'll be sticking to, so you guys will be seeing a video once a week from this series, and I'm super excited about it. Hopefully you guys are too. And if you are, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave some comments, and let me know what you guys are working on in the game on your own accounts right now, and if you guys have been enjoying Group Ironman, or maybe you're not playing it at all. But either way, definitely leave some comments down below. I love reading every single comment, and I'm super excited to be back. Now, since this is going to be more of an agility video, and a lot of it will be done on my laptop, so I won't be recording every single level, I figured I would just kind of go over some of the methods that level 3 Ironmen have to do, since a lot of people don't really know that, a lot of traditional methods aren't possible on a level 3. Especially being a hardcore Ironman. So for runecrafting, for example, the best way is to just do the library until 77 and then do Bloods into Souls. It's not very fast XP at all, but there's really no other methods. There's no way you're going to mine your own essence and like get your own earth talismans and stuff like that. So like skills like that are very slow for an Ironman level 3. Things like construction, you basically have to chop your own planks. You can't get planks as drops from stuff like Temperos, which is pretty cool, but for the most part, you're chopping your own logs, turning them into planks, and doing it that way. So a lot of things get slowed down just by being an Ironman. Now, as for Herblore and farming, those are going to be two of the skills I do like towards the end of my account or the later stages. Herblore is like definitely going to be last, just because you have to collect everything yourself, and a lot of supplies are just annoying to get. So you tend to stick to a lot of the easier secondaries that are easier to get. So because of that, farming is very difficult because you don't have teleports, right? It's very difficult to get around the map. It's definitely a slower skill than like a regular account. You can't just go around planting trees once or twice a day because a lot of times you don't have the seeds and you don't have means of getting around the map. So those are going to be two of the slower skills that we kind of take on over time. No big like grind set into that. Thieving's pretty straightforward, same methods, you just have to be careful. Crafting is another one that's typically a buyable, which becomes much more difficult on an Ironman. A lot of it's going to be from crushing your own seaweed that you get from farming and making a molten glass and blowing it and stuff like that, as well as charter ships. Fletching is kind of annoying. Again, typically a very fast skill, but as an Ironman, you just have to do it all from chopping your own logs and turning them into arrow shafts or making, feathers and headless arrows, stuff like that. Hunter, pretty straightforward, basically the same as regular accounts. You just tend to not do the wilderness methods, obviously being a hardcore. Mining, smithing is going to be a lot of motherlode mine. I forgot to mention, you also get crafting and mining XP from doing runecraft, so that definitely helps. But mining, smithing is a lot of motherlode mine. I believe if you get like around 20 million mining XP from motherlode mine, that is 99 smithing in the bank. Not sure if that's 100% accurate, but I believe it's in that range. Now, once you get 99 smithing, you get the smithing cape, which gives you the perk of the goldsmith gauntlets, which is when you can use all of your gold or cash in on that XP. Fishing, very similar. Obviously, I'll be doing a lot of temporos because it's quite enjoyable and you definitely could use the loot. Cooking, you just use the loot from stuff like temporos, stuff like Wintertod, as well as mess hall is a pretty decent method. Wintertod for fire making, wood cutting, pretty straightforward. You just kind of want to do it a little bit more strategically so that you can either get planks or so that you can get logs to use with fletching rather than like just AFKing willows and dropping them or something like that. You definitely want to use them rather than just drop them. Anyway, with all that being said, I just kind of wanted to give you guys like a rundown of certain methods that have to be done since we are now in Ironman. The main goals for now is going to be 90 agility so that we can eventually move on to the Arty course. And once we get that 90 agility, we're going to be moving on to some of these skills that are lower, which is most of them, so that we can get some quick total levels. I think that'd be pretty fun. I definitely want to start Hunter, mainly birdhouses. We do have Fossil Island unlocked, but it's just one of those things where it's just hard to get back to. So we're probably going to be doing activities in the area that are easy to get back to Fossil Island, maybe like woodcutting in Varrock or something. Just so we can get birdhouses going, so we can get a decent Hunter level to start the better methods. But I definitely want to get Hunter going because Herbivore is going to be crucial to the account in order to get supplies for Herblore. So yeah, agility for now, and then we're going to be working on some just easy total levels. Well, that was like 2 seconds for you guys. It has been like 5 or 6 days for me. As you can see, we're still running Relica course. Just 795 marks of grace. I'm not really sure how many we had in the last clip. And I said I wanted to get 90 agility this week while I was away in my hotel room. However, I did not get as much time as planned. I got about 30k off of 89. So we're going to go ahead and get 89. And then we're just going to stop agility. I just don't really feel like doing agility anymore after doing it for like pretty much 2 weeks straight. So I'm going to be moving on from agility once we get this level. And then we'll be moving on to some faster and more fun skills. We're on our final lap here for level 89 agility. I was just looking back at the clips and we've ran almost 2,000 laps to get these 4 levels, which is quite a bit. You can actually still fail this course at 88, which is kind of crazy. I know you stopped failing the Arty course at 96, so I'm just surprised that you can fail this one still. Anyway, there's 89 agility. I think that's also where I'm going to be ending the video. I know this video is kind of a little shorter and just kind of a little weird with not a lot of progress. But I knew it was going to be an agility video going into it, and I did say I wanted to upload weekly on this account. However, look forward for next week because it's going to be not agility. It's going to be a lot more skilling, a lot more faster progress, if that made any sense at all. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button, and we'll see you next week.